Hi everybody, this is Stefano. Welcome back to my channel. It feels really great to be back with a new video. Have you ever struggled with languages that have grammatical cases, such as nominative, accusative, dative, instrumental, and stuff like that? Well, if you follow my channel, you probably know that I have learned a few of those languages, like German, Georgian, the one I'm learning right now. Even Romanian, as a Romance language, has cases. And obviously Finnish with 15 cases. So today I'm going to give you my 5 best and maybe not so orthodox tips on how to make the learning process in these languages a little bit more fun maybe, and hopefully more effective as well. So if you're interested, definitely keep watching and I really hope you enjoy. Oh, and before we start, I have a short announcement to make. I'm going to make a poll here on YouTube for you guys to help me decide what the topic of the next video is going to be. So I really hope you can participate in great numbers in the poll so that I can bring you guys the video that you are most waiting for. Alright? I'm really looking forward to it. But now let's get this started. Alright, so my first tip on how to learn this kind of languages is to find a logic even when there is absolutely none. It's a bit weird, I know, but what I mean by this is try and give the sound of the endings, because cases have different endings for different nouns, right? So try and give these endings a meaning, a sense based on how they sound, and try to apply this new logic that you gave them in the different situations where the cases arise. It's best to give an example of this, because otherwise it's impossible to understand what I mean. In Finnish, when you come out of something, that noun takes a special case which is called elativi and ends in sta or sta. Okay, so talo for house becomes talo sta, from a house. But as you may know, cases are usually not used just in one way. They're used in different ways. Even when there is no movement or no concrete situation involved. Like, for example, with the verb to like in English, I like pizza, I like music. In Finnish you say pidän, I like pidän, and then you use the same case, which shouldn't make any sense. But I tried to apply the same sense, the same meaning to this situation as well. I like music, pidän musiikista. Why? Well, I get my kicks from it. I get my kicks out of music. So I created this idea of movement even with verbs that do not have movement at all. This is what I mean. And I hope you can apply this trick to as many cases as possible to better remember them. My second tip today is try and use colors to help you remember the cases and their endings. When you listen to the name of a case, what color pops into your mind? This is the color that you have to use to study and to better remember them. For me, for example, the genitive case resonates immediately with the color blue. I don't know why, that's just the way it is. I'm a visual learner, and if you are a visual learner as well, this is going to help you a lot. So when you jot down, when you write down, when you study a specific case, use a colored pen or pencil to write down the endings, or the whole word if you want. And this is gonna help your brain to better remember those endings. If you're not a visual learner, this is not going to help you a lot. You cannot apply this tip as much, but if you are, I promise it's going to help you a lot. You can use red for accusative, blue for genitive, or green for dative, whatever resonates with you, alright? The first color that pops into your mind is probably the best one that you should use to study. My third tip is probably the most important one as well. When you learn new verbs, try not to learn just the verb, just one word, okay? Try and learn its whole structure in the sentence, like to answer. Okay, in German it is antworten. Don't just learn, oh, okay, answer is antworten. This is not enough, in my opinion. You should also learn what preposition it uses and what case this preposition governs, so that you know how to use it in a real sentence. Antworten auf plus Akkusativ. This is the whole thing. And when you use your flashcards, make sure you have the whole thing on your flashcard. And you can practice remembering not only the verb, but also what preposition it uses and the case. So we get directly to the fourth tip, which is closely related to the third. If learning something like to answer something, or antworten auf plus Akkusativ is zu I'm speaking German right now, my God, sorry, is too abstract for you, and you need something more concrete, something more, easy to relate to. I definitely recommend that you learn a couple of short sentences that resonate with you, that are close to you, about something that you do every day or every week. If you play tennis like I do, for example, think of a sentence related to tennis. It can be whatever, like for the verb to participate, teilnehmen, you can create a short sentence like, I'm going to participate in a tennis tournament. Ich nehme an einem Tennisturnier teil. So in one single sentence you have everything you need to remember how to use the verb. You have the verb, obviously, you have the preposition an, and you have einem, which tells you it's a dative. Learn 2 or 3 of these sentences and repeat them and use them to resort to them every time you cannot remember how the verb is used. Another example, let's keep it in German because chances are it's one of the most studied languages with cases among you guys, at least. Let's take another verb, like for example, to think about someone. Okay, it should be something like denken an plus Akkusativ. Yeah, great. But it's much easier to learn this, to remember this, by keeping in mind a short sentence like, I'm thinking about you. Ich denke an dich. And there you have it. You have the verb, you have the preposition, and you have the case as well. Dich, so accusative. You can use these sentences as key sentences to get all the information you need from. And here we go with the 5th tip, which is the last one for today, and also the least orthodox of them all, because my 5th tip is just forget about cases. Okay, I know I shouldn't be saying this because I'm a teacher and all that good stuff, but it's actually a matter of what your goal is, what your actual goal is. If your goal is just to become conversational and have fun and chat with the people in the street or order at the restaurant, do you really need to get all the cases right? Let's be honest, I don't think you do, all right? If your goal is to be proficient and to sound correct all the time, then yes, it is important to get all the cases right, okay? So it really depends on your goal. But I know quite a few people who are really fluent in German, for example, and in Finnish and in other languages, but make mistakes with cases. So what? Does this make them less fluent? I don't think so. They are fluent, they can speak fast, they can communicate with people, and this is what matters for them. So if you feel that grammatical cases are making your language experience a hell, just forget about them for a while. Just put them into the corner for a short while and relax and have fun with the rest of what the language has to offer. And then later maybe you can go back to them and learn them better. But it should not prevent you from having fun with the language. This is at least what I think. That's it, guys. It's all I got for today. Thank you so much for watching and for your continued support. In the last few months, it's been really amazing. Remember to participate in the poll that I'm going to post in a couple of days. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you, from the poll and in the comments, obviously. Let me know what you think, what your biggest struggles have been in learning languages with grammatical cases. And other than that, happy learning, everybody. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.